want to talk to you about emotional and situational shaming. Now, this isn't going to become an epidemic. I don't want it to become like this huge movement. The purpose of sharing this with you is just to make you conscious and aware that you're doing it. 99% of the population, in my opinion, is doing it. I do it. My husband does it. Everybody that I know does this without even realizing it, because we are actually taught to do it. Now, I did it to my daughter this morning, so I'm going to give you an example of emotional and situational, and this is kind of a combination of the two. Is my daughter was very upset this morning that Dad was leaving, and I told her, Haley, it's not the end of the world, get over it. And that in essence is emotional and situational shaming. I made her feel bad because she was emotional that her dad was leaving. Now that's traumatizing. For a 3.5-year-old to have her dad go to work is traumatizing. She's obsessed with him. She loves him. She wants him with her all the time. So again, I made her feel bad for the way that she was feeling. Now, the way to combat that is, one, when somebody's sharing their emotions with you, don't tell them that they shouldn't feel that way. Validate their emotions. Let them know that you understand or that you care that that's how they feel. If you're in an argument with somebody, which I was last year, and I did this exact thing, is I was in an argument with somebody and she told me how she felt, and I argued right away. I said, I don't agree with that. And I was disagreeing with how she felt. That's emotion shaming. I was telling her and arguing with her and not validating how she felt. Now we do it all the time. Get over it. You shouldn't feel that way. Your life is perfect. Why are you upset that you're unhappy? Why are you unhappy today when you've got this perfect life, or you've got this X amount of money, or you've got X, Y, and Z? You're telling people that they shouldn't feel the way that they feel. They're not going to talk to you about it anymore. They're not going to tell you how they feel. They're not going to express their emotions to you anymore. And I find that this causes issues. This causes people to hide how they feel and project that they have this perfect life when in reality they don't. And it doesn't matter what you think somebody else's life should be, or you think that they should feel, or that they should be experiencing. You're not them. You're not the person that's talking to you. You're not the person who's expressing their feelings, so you can't say whether they're right or wrong. You can't say whether they should or shouldn't be feeling the way that they're feeling, because you have no idea whether you've gone through it or not. If you've gone through a similar situation as somebody else, you can't say you shouldn't feel that way, you should get over it. No, because you don't know. You're not that person. You're not their energy. You're not their, beautiful soul and essence that's telling them this is how you're feeling, because you don't have the beliefs that they do. You didn't maneuver through the experiences the way that they did. So that's emotion shaming. Now, situational shaming is if somebody comes up to you, say you've got a girlfriend or a male buddy or whoever, a man or a woman, doesn't matter. If you've got somebody come up to you and they say, oh, I'm kind of unhappy, my husband or my wife is irritating me, and they're not, making me feel a certain way, and you turn around and you say, well, at least they're not cheating on you. At least you're not going through what I'm going through. That's situational shaming. You're basically comparing your life to somebody else's. And again, this is because they don't have the same beliefs as you do. Just because somebody has a better situation, in quotations, that a better situation than you do, or a better life than you do, that's your thought process. That's not their belief. That's not their situational idea of what their life should or shouldn't look like. That's your belief. That's you saying, oh, well, at least you're not being cheated on, and at least, this isn't happening for you, and at least you're not, being abused, or at least you're not in a negative situation. You don't know that. You don't know how somebody's handling their life. You don't know how somebody's handling, the situations that they're going through. They're not going to handle it the same way you do, because they're not you. Again, energetically, spiritually, individually, they're not you. So you've got to take that moment to validate how people are feeling. Even if you don't understand it, just validate how somebody feels. And if you think that they should be doing it a certain way, or if you think that you can help them, change their belief or change their thought about themselves or their situation, talk to them. Ask them. Say, why do you feel that way? What's going on? I don't understand. I wouldn't feel that way, so I don't understand why you're feeling that way. Take the time to talk to them, to validate how they feel, and to maybe try to understand how they feel. Now, if you're in a disagreement with somebody, the first thing we do as individuals is we go to the reaction. We want to react. We get emotional because of what somebody else has said, and then we take that moment and we react. We don't think about what we're going to say, and that's exactly what I did last year. Is I didn't think about what I was going to say. I just reacted. I told her that I disagreed with how she felt because I reacted. I reacted to the emotions that I was experiencing and not responding to what she had said.